my name is Tina. I was born in South Korea, raised in Seoul. I was surrounded by the arts throughout my entire life, even though my family had no involvement with the creative arts. My father was a first lieutenant in the army, and my mother, a high school teacher. I believe there is no such a thing as coming from a perfect background. I don't necessarily believe that I was born to be a musician or either was born with some kind of talent. However, I got into music when I was very young. I have a vivid memory of when I was 4. I dragged my mom to a piano institution. That's when I knew I wanted to be a musician, although I really had no idea what that meant. Since then, my life as a pianist was tough. My piano teacher was incredibly strict. When I was about 7, I was started to compete in classical piano competitions and experienced a lot through performing. After a lot of hard work, I won the national piano competition, but it was stressful. And soon I started to hate what I had previously loved and quit playing for 3 years. At such a young age, I felt like I had no life at all. At the age of 8, I began learning ballet and was also involved in traditional Korean dance. I loved dancing and competing in various competitions. I gladly spent the next 4 years of my life dancing. Then, when I turned 12, I quit. It was silly, I know, but I quit anyway. Then I started to learn art. As a 12-year-old, I was quite talented in art. It was surprising considering I was from a non-artistic family. My parents happily supported my efforts, and I discovered I wasn't really interested in art. Despite that, I did it for the next 4 years. But I was easily bored. Throughout my childhood, I also held an interest in singing, although I wasn't very good at it. But one day I was forced to apply for a local city singing competition. I didn't want to apply, and despite that I was told I'd been entered. I had no choice, so I had to sing regardless. It seemed fitting, as I totally ruined the first stage of my life. I never believed that I have even an ounce of talent, but I got into the semifinals and won first prize. I thought the judges were crazy, but I was nonetheless happy. I put my next entry, I won first prize again, but this time I held a title for my state. I thought the judges must be even crazier, but I started to wonder, was there a chance that I do have a talent? When I was 16, I started to apply for more singing competitions. My hopes were that it would help me discover who I was. For 4 years, I won all the first prizes in my city, along with a huge state competition, which I won twice. I feel like I was part of many miracles. Soon after, I received many opportunities to perform at talent shows, school festivals, weddings, and street performance. So then I quit drawing. The same year, I received an offer from a record company as a singer. I signed my contracts and started my training as a singer for the next 2.5 years. But, oh my God, what a nightmare. I had no time to go to school. My routine was like 4 hours singing practice, 6 hours dancing, every single day without a break, no holidays. I realized I couldn't devote my life to a schedule like that, so I walked away from it all, and I came to Australia. Now the people I trained alongside are famous in Korea, China, and Japan. Most have had huge successes in Korea. If I had stayed with them and I finished my contract, I might have had the same chances to be successful. But that is not what I want. That is not what I hope for. Eventually, I realized that I want to study music more. have more knowledge, I made a decision to come here. So now, here I am.